Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Hope you guys are keeping busy and having fun. I wanted to do a bit of a video here just because I thought I should give you guys an update. I wanted you guys to see what my hair has been looking like since it's been so long that I've straightened my hair. I haven't had extensions in. So this is the current growth of my hair. It's looking pretty healthy. It's been in really good condition lately. And I just wanted to give you guys some tips on what I've been doing because there's a few things that have helped along the way. And for people, anybody with African American hair that's been trying to grow their hair, I know it can be difficult and I know the struggle because I've definitely been there. My hair used to take forever to grow, and I just thought it was important that I kind of go through a bit of my tips on what I've done to help get my hair to grow. So my number one tip that I would give you guys is, first off, when I was trying to grow my hair, one of the biggest things that I did to help grow it was I actually put extensions in. So I left some of my natural hair out up top, the leave out portion, and then everything else I had my hair braided, and then I had extensions sewn on. And I think what that did, as I said in a previous video, you can always watch that too if you wanted more information on other things that I've done. But in that previous video, I had mentioned that when my hair was in braids, I think like the actual moisture from my scalp just kind of transferred through my hair a lot better. And so because I wasn't flat ironing my hair, I wasn't really messing with it, I wasn't brushing it because I didn't need to because it was in braids, it just kind of grew a lot better. Like, that was the biggest jump for me. I swear, when I put my extensions in, when I started wearing those, my hair, it's crazy out there. But yeah, as I was saying, sorry for the thunder and lightning. Anyways, yes, as I was saying, once I started doing that, my hair grew about, I want to say like 6 inches. So for the longest time, my hair was always at this length. I could never get it to grow any longer, and it used to drive me nuts. Like, it was that way for years on years, like 10 plus years. I think the only other time my hair was fairly long, where it got to about this length, was back when I was a kid. So I put the extensions in, and literally it grew like 6 inches right from the jump. So it used to be about here, it grew that much. And then after that, I think I just basically kind of, I guess 6 inches, it probably grew to about here. And then this is the new growth that I've had down there, which is probably another like 2 inches or so. And that is from just leaving my hair and not flat ironing it. So biggest tip, I guess, if you want to jumpstart your hair growth and you want to still have your hair in straight hairstyles, extensions, I found that to be really good. After a while, I stopped wanting to wear them just because, I mean, the extensions pull on your roots, and I don't know if that could potentially cause balding or things like that, but I really wanted to avoid that. So I decided, you know, scrap the extensions, no more, let's just try and embrace the natural curl. So I started basically letting my hair go, or leaving my hair so it could be curly. And I'd leave my hair, typically, even now, I'll leave it curly for probably 2 months, and then after every 2 months I tend to straighten my hair, go to my hairdresser, get some highlights put in, and then I'll straighten my hair again and trim off any of the dead ends. A really good tip that helped along the way, that was cutting the split ends. I just kind of trimmed a tiny bit every time I flat iron my hair. After the second flat iron day, or whatever you want to call it, I'll just kind of flat iron and then cut off any dead ends. And that other big thing that has helped my hair to stay healthy. So I do strongly recommend that. You can just get some hair shears, and you can get them anywhere. You can get them at like your local drugstore, or you can go to Sally Beauty Supplies. That's definitely another great tip. And then your hair just looks extra healthy. Some other things that I try and do is maybe wash my hair every 2 days. That's not something that I really stick to. I feel like if you're flat ironing your hair, that's going to cause the most damage. If you're putting heat on your hair, again, that's going to cause the most damage. So if you can try and avoid that as much as possible, that's going to help you huge along the way. I know people have said that time and time again, but I just have to say, like, my hair has grown so much. I mean, I didn't get all this length with flat ironing my hair every day. Like, there's no way that would have ever happened. My hair would just break off, and it would just continuously break on the ends, and, you know, just kind of go shorter and shorter. Another thing that I try and do every so often, I wish I did it more, but I don't. I know a lot of people that do this strongly recommend it, is basically deep conditioning your hair. So you want to condition your hair as much as possible. I try and use products that have a limited amount of chemicals in it, especially for deep conditioning in a way, just because you're leaving that in your hair for so long. So my biggest thing to use is I'll just kind of use coconut oil, I'll put it all throughout my hair, and then I'll wrap a bag around it for like 30 minutes. After that, I'll just take the bag off and I'll just let my hair continue to absorb the coconut oil, and then the next day I'll just tie it in a bun, but at least that way it's getting moisturized for a pretty long period of time. For kind of cool styles, like if you guys see me with like those really perfect curls or waves or whatever you want to call them, it's basically from braiding my hair the night before. So I'll section it out into like 4 sections, 2 there and then 2 at the back, and I just kind of do the French braid or Dutch braid. So I'll do a Dutch braid. That's one of the more typical ones that I use. Sleep overnight with them on, and then the next day when my hair's dry, I'll just take them out, fluff up my hair a bit, and then you've got a really great hairstyle where it just kind of tames down the volume of your hair. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I get a lot of volume in this hair. Like, this is toned down right now. Like, I don't know if you can see the volume, but I mean, it can continue to grow. So I'm always trying to tone it down. And when it's curly, like, that's even crazier to tone down. So I prefer doing braids. Way hair just stays protected at night while I'm sleeping, and then in the morning it's a really easy style. You just unbraid, fluff up a bit. It's still got some control to the hair, locked into a certain style. So yeah, I'll do that and I love it. It's actually one of my favorite hairstyles now, strangely enough. Try and avoid highlighting as much as possible. I just recently got my highlights done and I just kind of stuck with that bit of ombre look. Like, I've got this front portion of my hair, which I got highlighted at the roots so that if I wear my hair back, it just kind of has a bit more of a natural look to it. And then the rest is more like the ombre effect, just kind of lighter ends. But with that, again, like I said, I usually only highlight my hair, I want to say every like 4 to 6 months. You can always take those biotin pills. I do take them sometimes. I mean, I don't really like taking them all the time because I feel like I just started getting extra hair growth in other areas. So I kind of try to avoid it sometimes just because I feel like it might be too much, or like, I don't know, I'm just going to continue to grow hair in other areas where I don't really want extra hair. I mean, probably doesn't really happen. But anyways, still, I was taking biotin pills before and that seemed to help a bit. And you guys can see on the side, like, this is all my hair. I mean, granted, I have a lot of layers, but this is all my hair. You guys probably already know this, but I start from the ends and slowly make my way up. Another thing, I tend to brush my hair a lot when it's wet versus when it's dry. I mean, I'll brush it when it's dry sometimes, or sorry, comb it when it's dry sometimes. I never really use brush. But I try and avoid it just because if my hair is dry and I'm combing through it, I always notice the ends break off. I don't know what it is. I mean, if you guys don't have that issue, then you could probably comb your hair when it's dry. But for me, when I comb it and it's dry, the ends just start to break off. And I think it's just because there's no moisture. My hair is so fine and so dry that it's just too weak to handle that. But then when it's wet and I'm combing through it, the ends don't break off. So one other thing that I stick to is combing my hair when my hair is wet and there's lots of conditioner in it. One of the other best things that I came across in the past, I want to say 4 years, is using bone tooth combs, which I showed in my other video, so you can always have a look at that and see. But those bone tooth combs, they just kind of glide through your hair way better than a lot of other combs out there. Love it. It's one of the best things I've ever purchased. The only downfall is that they can break fairly easily sometimes. So when that happens, I usually have to get like 2 or 3 combs. I'm always paranoid that I'm not going to have any more, so I kind of keep them as back stock now. But that's another thing. I might try a metal comb later on. I don't know. I mean, I'm really particular. We'll see. It has to be a really, really good one. Come across something really awesome, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Or if you guys even have any suggestions on other options, please like leave that information down below in the comment section, because I really like to hear what your guys' tips are. And I mean, your guys' tips can help other people too. I just wanted to do this video and give you guys some tips on how to get your hair to grow in case you're having struggles with it. I know it can be a struggle. I've definitely been there. It's taken me years to understand my hair. I feel like I've just really started to understand my hair within the past I want to say 3-4 years. For this last bit, I'm just going to show you some of my hair, like the scalp, just ends, so you can see that this is all my natural hair and there's no extensions, because I don't want people thinking this is, you know, extensions, because last time I did a video I had extensions in, so I figure I should show you guys. You know, you saw this area. It's kind of frizzed out right now. Sorry, it's kind of frizzy. Anyways, I think that's pretty much everything for this video. Sorry, my background's not that great because it's kind of gloomy outside, but I just wanted to post this video so that you guys could kind of get an update on that before my hair goes back to curly. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And if you have any tips of your own, again, please leave them below because I'm always interested. I'm sure a lot of other people are interested as well. But yeah, I think that's it for my video, and it was great talking with you guys. And